Hello everyone and welcome to another Toonocalypse video diary. After months of promising it, we've finally managed to have a chat with our character designer Peter, so we're going to be talking to him today and seeing about his process. I met Peter at college. He was the year below me. I always really liked his work. He's a really good all-rounder. He's a great illustrator, animator, designer. So I got in touch with him when we started making the film and asked if he'd be interested in designing some of the tunes. And I'd kind of I'd imagined that it would be 50-50, I'd do half, he'd do half, but it ended up being more sort of, I think I designed about 6 in total, Peter did the rest, so it's about 90% his. It was kind of like Christmas for Cal and I. Every time he uploaded new ones to our server, it would just, it was so exciting to see what he came up with, and we're really happy with the stuff he gave us. So today we're going to have a look at how he went about coming up with those designs.
Hello everyone, I'm Peter Greeves and I'm the character designer on Toonocalypse. I got involved with the project as I knew Owen from the Edinburgh College of Art, who's here above me. So he said come in, and he had a film that he wanted to discuss with me. So I popped along and he showed me some concept work, some designs for some of the little dudes in the film, which I thought looked kind of funky. They were really cool with like loads of pretty colors. I thought, this is awesome. How can I help? So we went forward, and I went on to draw many different shapes for the film. All right, so here we go. Here's an example of how I started to get to know the characters that Owen created by just copying the ones he already did, just to get to know the shapes and the kind of nature of the kind of people this world would look like. From then I just started doodling away and just went a bit mental, taking influence from whatever I could see. And then that went on to just drawing, going over in pen and pulling out the shape and then cleaning it up. And then from there just to see what I could take forward onto the next stages. So I think you'll notice it's just quite random, but which was quite good because it gave me a lot of cannon fodder to then just start crossing things out. So yeah, this is a page where I was kind of looking more in detail at some animals that I'd come across, some images, and just see if I can start creating kind of new characters moving on from the initial sketches to try and give them a bit more kind of solidity. On this page you got coral. And a turtle head, which kind of looks like something upside down as well as the right way around. And then these guys kind of like, characters evolved from these that you can see here. You just plonk some eyes in it, give it an upside down mouth, and it's a depressive bit of coral, worried about the environment, I imagine. I mean, not all are going to feature in the film. I think as a designer you want to create as many options for your director to kind of get a good gradient of things that they can pick and choose from for the film. So here you can see how I then took the sketches from my sketchbook into Photoshop to then start adding all the colors. And it's quite cool in Photoshop because you can just color pick and blitz through as many different variations as you really kind of feel it's necessary, and you can quickly edit as well, which is kind of handy. So I just pulled out the shape again, filled in the colors, just to kind of start to see who the little dudes are, give more of their personality and start matching them into the kind of world of the film. What you've seen here is a sheet that I sent to Owen of just all the designs colored up already, so you can just like flick through them and go yes, no, yes, yes, no, no. As a designer, this is what you want, is to get through as many of the processes as possible, so you can get to kind of polishing stage and starting to really hone in on a concept. But then once a character's been selected, say this guy, I can show you how I then take it to try and make it more kind of clean and ready for kind of production. So what I'll show you is just how I kind of cleaned up the line from the initial sketch. Try and make sure that it's just crisp. As you can see, it's all quite jittery. So what I'll do is I'll set my pen to the size I want, in which most of these characters were done at a 4 pixel radius. And yeah, so here we go. So it's just a case of doing like quick quick lines, just so that there's no wobble. You can see how many attempts it takes me to get that. So anyway, so there's a basic kind of shape of it, and just went in, tidied up the loose ends, just to model it in better. And there you can see the line is now a bit sharper and a bit easier to read as a result. So from there then, you know, there was a case of like just any color that was out with the border that I had, just kind of mask it off, and then I can like clean that up and make it a bit tighter. When we zoom out, we see we have a full dude that is easier to read. There's cleaner shapes. You can tell decisions have been made about the form of the character, which makes it easier to understand the kind of volume and weight distribution, because you've figured that out just by making sure that the initial shapes that you're drawing are really quite sharp and well understood. There's a quick overview of how I drew the aliens for our Toonocalypse.
So we really want to get all of Peter's designs out to our pledges and up on our Facebook and our website and stuff. We sent out a survey to all the people that did pledged for the Adopt an Alien perk, and we've had the majority of people have given us their responses to the questions in it. But we need, I think there's maybe 10 people left that we still need information from. So if you're one of those people, you were sent a survey via the email account that you registered to Kickstarter. And if you can fill that in and send it back, we'll be able to get your perks to you hopefully very soon.
So as you can see, I've been not doing very much this month, but hopefully next month. I've been working on some of the music, which obviously the nature of the film was not a huge score, but there's little bits and bobs, so hopefully next month I can mumble my way through the production of it and how the music came about and how it was composed, and etc, etc.
I mean, if we're not talking about the music, well, because I mean, it'd be good if we could talk to the other acts that we're getting involved in the music side of things. But if we can't, we might be looking at the animation process, or might just be giving you a general update on what we've been up to. So, thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next month.